Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here with the GTMC Season 5. Shut up, you tonge. Not you, that was someone on the background on YouTube. So we're back with the GTMC5 Gran Turismo Manufacturers Championship. It's a VRC's only multi-category racing series. And drivers' teams will select a manufacturer to represent during the championship. It is a free choice of manufacturer and will be first come, first served basis. Only 2 cars per manufacturer are permitted. Drivers will then use both the Group 3 and Group 4 cars from their chosen manufacturer. If the manufacturer offers more than one choice of either Group 3 Group 4 car, the cars used during the first round must be used for the remainder of the season. And I'll read you the list. That's quite a lot. Qualifying will be a 10-minute session using the Group 4 cars to determine the grid for the sprint race. They'll be using the super soft tyres, and then they go into the sprint race with the Group 4 car. This is a 15-minute race and will be a standing start with false starts enabled, and I believe they're using the super softs in that also. Then we have a short break of about 10 minutes. And we move on to the feature race using a random draw where a number will come up on the Wheel of Destiny to say at what point from the results of the sprint race the grid is split. It reverses from the number of the Wheel of Death. So, and then they will be racing for 40 minutes in the Group 3 cars. I believe they've got free choice of super softs all the way up to mediums, possibly hards, maybe even. But they've got to use at least 2 compounds. Hang on, I'll tell you. No, yeah, it's super soft softs and mediums for the feature race. That's because no one's ever going to put a hard-on on, is it? No one likes hard-ons. So, and they've got to use at least 2 compounds during the race. But if you caught round 1, you'd be up to date with what's what. We're racing here this evening at Big Willie. The Big Willie has returned. The racetrack is 2.455 miles with 9 turns. And like I've said, the super softs are used for qualifying and sprint race, and the super softs up to the mediums for the feature race, and at least 2 compounds must be used. We are 2 minutes away from qualifying, so I'm a bit slow this evening. Quickly, I forgot. So sorry, you're going to have to see me do some stuff that usually I do off the stream, but I was in a bit of a rush. I had a soak, okay? I had a nice little soak in the bath before I jumped online, so I am fresh, baby. Super fresh. Although it was a hot bath, so now I'm sweating. And, oh, look, Alpha Nuts joined us this evening in his Toyota, so a treat for us all. It's like out here in the wild, you barely get to spot what is known as an Alpha Nut. It's a rare occasion, and here we see, if you're very quiet, don't scare it off, you can see an alpha nut in its natural habitat. Gordon Bennett, thirsty boy, I've just downed that whole glass. Man alive, I'll be talking gibberish in the next 5 minutes. In the stream chat, we've got Turtle saying good evening. Good evening, my little Dutch friend. Skyjacker saying, hey, sweetness. Hey, honey bun. And Mama Homesick saying, evening thingy, how are you? You haven't been feeling too well, I hear. Yeah, no, sick. Sick of it all. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been feeling too top of my game, I must say. But, you know, I try and hide it here on the stream. You wouldn't know. Feel a bit washed out. A little sort of drained. Oh, Skyjacker's asking if we're ready, and I do like to get involved in these things, so I'll give it a big R. Ready! Oh yeah, look, you see that glass is already taking effect. Like Tony Tiger, I am great. Yeah. And so we're here. Let's have a quick dash through the field before that qualifying starts. So we've got a man in practice so far with his little Toyota Group 4. And there we see Turtle. Whoa, he's grabbing some air. Nice one, Turtle, liking it. We call him the Flying Dutchman for no reason. Well, there you see, there is a reason. Shoren in the Aston Martin did well last round, putting his hat in there. I haven't even read you the championship. Look, that's how slack I am. There's loads of tables. I'll just go with the actual full-on Drivers' Championship table. If we've got time later, I might tell you some of the other tables, you know, stretch it out a little bit over the evening's stream. But at the moment, Homesick Alien is leading the championship in his Nissan with 48 points. Liam Anfield second on 47. I haven't seen him yet, though. There's Homesick. He is there. That's good. That's good. So Liam Anfield is second on 47 points, only 1 point behind. There's only one round in, so it's, you know, early doors. Third for Shoren on 43 points. Fourth for Skyjacker on 39 points. Uncle B Darren is fifth with 35 points. Shadow Rider is 6th with 34 points. Turtle 7th with 31 points. Jokus 8th with 26 points. Jim is 9th with 22 points. Pat is 10th with 21 points. GT Racer is 11th with 19 points. Simon is 12th with 14 points. Electric is 13th with 7 points. And Rido is 14th with 6 points. Looks like he's had a 5-point deduction. That, I imagine, is a livery thing. I'm not sure. I didn't peruse the steward's report, but I imagine that's something to do with liveries. That's mainly why you lose points if you don't adhere to the livery regs. Yeah, it looks like. I know Simon got a few. Is Simon? Did I read Simon out? Was that not Simon I read? Instead of reader? Maybe Simon just didn't get any points. I don't know. Hang on, I'll go back. I didn't see Simon. Simon can't make it this evening anyway. No, Simon was there with 14 points. I don't know why Rido has got a red 5 next to his name. The mystery. It's the mystery. It's the mystery. It won't be a mystery. I've just got to go to the steward's room. Steward's report. Problem is, when I'm looking at Discord, I'm not looking at the screen, but they're only on their out lap. Oh, they're not on their out lap now. They're on the flyer lap. So, it's the mystery. What car number is Rido? He's 52. Oh, it was for blue flags. He got a 5 points deduction for not adhering to blue flags, so he must have got in someone's way in the other round. So Skyjacker has set a time, and so has Homesick Alien, the two Nissans drawing first blood. But Liam Anfield in his Porsche, his posh Porsche, doing a 1:16.7, and all the other times are dropping behind them. Homesick still second, Skyjacker third. Electric in his Ferrari is fourth fastest, with Alpha Nut in the Toyota in fifth fastest. Sixth for Bunny so far in his McLaren. Yeah, baby. Jim is seventh fastest in the second Ferrari. Then we've got Turtle in eighth in the Beamer, just ahead of his teammate Pat. Oh, someone else has set a time. Uncle B Darren. Let's put Pat down to 10th. So Uncle B Darren set a time. Oh, I don't know where he is. Oh, possibly he's not above these guys. Pat 10th. Rido in 11th in the McLaren, and Shoren not setting a great. He's not set. Oh, Uncle B Darren's at the top there. There you go. The Subaru out of the box. Like lightning in a box. Pat saying, have you got your bucket and spade ready? No, you guys are going to be digging the holes. I'm just going to be talking about it. But yes, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sand kicked up this evening. Liam Anfield setting another time. They're all getting better times, but they're not moving around too much. Liam Anfield, 4th. 300ths off of Homesick Aliens time. Jim setting a faster time in 7th. 7,000ths off of his teammate Electric. Sharen's gone faster. Has the Aston Martin shuffled anywhere? No, Sharen, our double podium sitter from round 1, and he's struggling to get off the back row at the moment. And Mama Homesick saying woohoo for Homesick, and good luck for tonight's race, son. She means literally son, not like my son, like, you know, take a boo, my son. Uncle B Darren going faster again in that Subaru. The Subaru looking strong in the Group 4 category, but we did see last week it uses its tyres. It likes to wear out those tyres. We're down to 5 minutes of qualifying now, and Uncle B Darren is untouchable at the moment. In his pink BWT Subaru. Ooh, hanging it out there. He is. Liam Anfield going faster. Bunny in the McLaren. Nipping it up there into 2nd place. Car 53 looking very strong in the Group 4 category. Skyjack has gone ahead, and Liam of Homesick Alien. Sharen, he's setting times, but he's still at the wrong end of the grid for him and his championship chances. Maybe Big Willow is not his track. We could get on board to have a look to see where we can see if he's having the issues there. Oh, it's tight around here. I've always said Uncle B Darren's gone faster again up at the front, at the pointy end of the grid. And Sharen, I've always said this Aston Martin is not keen on corners, but he seems to be doing okay at the moment. Coming down the hill. I had the map. There's no point. The corners have all got silly names anyway. They're like Big Dippers, the balcony and stuff like that, the cuttings, I don't know. Skyjacker going faster. He's gone up into 2nd place. Uncle B Darren thinks that's it for him. He's gone in the pits. Liam Anfield's just gone fastest though, as Uncle B Darren pops into the pits. Alpha Nut setting a reasonable time. He's up there in 3rd. A reasonable, very good time. He's up there, 3rd on the grid so far. As we sit on board with Sharen, the Russian sensation, as he crosses the line. He's moved up to 10th, so struggling in the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin not enjoying Big Willow, it seems. Of course, Sharen, one or the other of that combo is not gelling with this track, because we know Sharen's got the speed. Must be the Aston Martin. So Liam Anfield, he won last week's Group 4 race, the sprint race, and it looks like he's laying it down for all to see. He's going for another one. Uncle B Darren, he just popped in. I don't know, maybe a tyre change. I don't think they have tyre wear on in qualifying, so possibly he just went in to have an adjustment of the wheel or something like that. He's back out there for an out lap to do one last run. Alpha Nut joining us for round 2. He just couldn't stay away from the GTMC. He loves it. Well, the GTMC, in all fairness, is Alpha Nut's baby. He was the one that conceived it, I believe, and Skyjacker ran with it. So I suppose he feels he needed to have his presence here in some way, or so what so. 7th for Sharen. I know I'm hyper concentrating on Sharen, I don't mean to, but yes, Sharen going faster. Homesick Alien has gone faster, but only good enough for 5th. Pat's gone faster in his Beamer as well, but he's down in 11th spot ahead of Reed. Oh, that's a lovely shot, isn't it, with the two, excuse me, the two BMWs, line astern. Turtle has got a turtle on the front of his, and Pat has got a starfish on the front of his bonnet. If you quickly look, there you go, you see a turtle on the front of car 63's bonnet. And if we get a quick flash, and there you go, on the front is a starfish. I think his name's Pat, in it, from SpongeBob. Is it Pat, the starfish? They didn't write a song about Pat, did they? It's not who lives in a what? Who lives in a pineapple at the bottom of the sea? Pat the starfish. Yes. Doesn't work as well, but we all know Pat was the... Is it Pat? I'm sure it's Pat. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to Google who SpongeBob's best friend is. I think it's Pat. I think that's why he uses the starfish. Pat going faster again. He's moved up to 7th ahead of Shiren and his teammate Turtle. So Pat doing a cracking job there in the Beamer. Uncle B Darren, he's gone to 2nd place, or just fortified his 2nd place with another fastest lap from himself, but not enough to knock Liam off of the top spot. We've got someone just about to cross the line. Sorry for the quick flashing. May cause, there you go. Rido has now done qualifying. We'll stick with Liam Anfield. There's Homesick Alien, I believe, crossing the line. Doesn't go any faster, nor does... and this final lap for him. Alpha Nuts doesn't go any faster. It doesn't look like anyone's going faster on their last lap. That looks like Skyjacker has slowed down, or he's done, one or the other. So Uncle B Darren, he's got a purple. We'll stick with Uncle B Darren. Jim's gone faster. So Shiren putting it up into 6th place, right at the end of qualifying. As we see Uncle B Darren, which I believe he's going to be the last one to cross the line. There's a spinner just in front of him. So they don't get in his way. It's Pat. And Uncle B Darren, he was on purples. Can he go any faster? Ooh, no. And that is your qualifying. So Liam Anfield starts on pole with, alongside Uncle B Darren. Alpha Nut on the 2nd row. And he is alongside... Hang on. I can't remember. Oh, he's alongside Skyjacker, it looks like. Yes, Skyjacker in 4th, Homesick 5th, Shiren 6th, Bunny 7th, Pat 8th, Jim 9th, Turtle 10th, Electric 11th, Rido 12th. And that's your lot. Get rid of the big numbers. Is that the best shot we've got of that? Ooh, yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. As we look at Liam Anfield on pole versus Uncle B Darren. Which one will get off the line better? The Subaru, I believe, is good. Oh, was that a... Oh, no, it was a good start from Uncle B Darren. I thought it might have been a jump start, but no. Uncle B Darren flying off the line, taking an early lead in this race. And can we see Uncle B Darren? Oh, and Skyjacker's gone wide. Skyjacker's gone wide. He's got history with the Big Willow, and he's out of control. And oh, he nearly caused an absolute tragedy there. But it seems everyone got through all right. Uncle B Darren stays in the lead with Liam Anfield. Alpha Nut in 3rd place, closely followed by Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien's got the Aston Martin of Shiren just up his rear, and there is Bunny in the McLaren just ahead of Pat in 7th, Jim in 8th, then an Electric in 9th, 10th for Rido, and 11th for Turtle, and Skyjacker there. Another day at Big Willow for Skyjacker. But Uncle B Darren heading away from the crowd with Liam Anfield in tow. Alpha Nut leading the rest of the pack ahead of Homesick Alien. Let's get on board with the Alien. The Alien looking to insert the dominance of that Nissan. And he's driving exclusively for Nissan. We see some dust kicking up in the foreground. And who was that? We don't know, but it's Uncle B Darren still ahead, but Liam Anfield is pulling alongside the Subaru, and there he goes. Liam Anfield takes the lead from Uncle B Darren. I think it may have been Uncle B Darren that kicked up a bit of dust there, with Alpha Nut maintaining that 3rd ahead of Homesick Alien. Then we have Bunny in 5th, Shiren in 6th, Pat in 7th. Come on, Pat, you can do this. Jim in 8th in that Ferrari. Then we've got the other BMW in 9th, Electric in the other Ferrari in 10th. Skyjack has already got himself ahead of Rido. Rido's got a little damage there. I think he's had a bit of a knock somewhere along the line, and Skyjacker has moved up 1 spot. But so far, Liam Anfield trying to defend from Uncle B Darren. Let's get on board with Uncle B Darren around here at Big Willow in California, as he heads down the straight, getting a bit of a tow from the Porsche. And they go into one of my favourite corners, personal favourite corners. The long right-hander just keeps turning. Keep your foot on there. Don't really know where to brake in this section. And you don't want to brake too much because you don't want to lose too much ground on the guys behind you. And at the moment, Uncle B Darren looking in a great position there to try and make a move into that first corner. He's not opting for a tow off of the Porsche. Sat out of the tow of the Porsche. And I don't know, he probably could have been better sitting right behind that Porsche to get a bit of a pull down that line. And Alpha Nut, he's extended that third place from Homesick Alien by a second. Homesick Alien now having to defend from the McLaren. Homesick Alien kicking up a bit of dust on the inside of that corner, giving Bunny the opportunity he's been looking for to try and move up a position. Bunny sideways going into the tighter section of the track. And a Homesick Alien is a beautiful coloured car, that one. I really like the matte black Monster Energy from car 77. Is blue the sugar-free one? I'm not sure. I don't drink Monster. I drink Red Bull. And it's Red Bull that's trying to get him. There you go, the battle of the energy drinks, the poison. I got the poison, I got the remedy, I got the poison. Bunny, I'm going to get on board with Bunny because this is looking like a tasty fight, and the Nissan's got the best rear lights in the business. Like the Beamer's got the best front lights. Have they still got the circles? I'm not sure. But Bunny there seems to have lost a little bit of ground to the Nissan in that first corner. Let's have a look through the field. So Liam Anfield 7/10 ahead of the Subaru. The Subaru is falling back towards Alpha Nut in his Toyota. He's coming back with a bang, is Alpha Nut. And you don't lose it, do you? You just don't lose talent and skill. You're born with it. And there is Alpha Nut proving that in car 44. As he hunts himself down, a bit of Uncle B Darren. We saw Uncle B Darren having not a bad beginning round last week. I think he was like in the 5ths and the 6ths. And now he's in the 2nds, but how long for? And Bunny behind him, looking like he's trying to make a move on the Nissan. He's going for the outside line around the long right-hand corner, but no, he doesn't make it work, but he's going to sit behind the Nissan down the straight, try and get a tow. And Alpha Nut is ahead. Alpha Nut is ahead of Uncle B Darren. Let's see how he did it. He was right there going into the final corner. I can't remember what it's called. And there he goes up the inside. Very tight move there from Alpha Nut on Uncle B Darren. And there he's chasing down Liam Anfield now. He would love to come back with a win. And Homesick Alien still maintaining that 4th ahead of Bunny. Bunny giving it his all in car 53. Then we've got Jim in 6th. Jim up into 6th. Sharen's lost a position there. So Jim doing very well in the Ferrari. Car 66 sat in 6th. So 666 from Jim, the red Ferrari. And then we've got the Aston Martin of Sharen in 7th. Turtle, in his Beamer ahead of Electric's Ferrari. Then Pat in 10th place. Now they ain't got the circle lights at the front anymore. The Beamers just haven't got the sexiest front end anymore. So Skyjacker is up into 11th. He hasn't moved any further. He's 2.7 seconds behind Pat. He's hoping that some people have some offs, I guess. And Rido, he's lost more ground. And I know his head will probably go down, but remember, Rido, never forget, you won on Sunday evening. You won a race, so blame the car, not the driver. Liam Anfield, though, is leading this race by 2.2 seconds. Alpha Nut in 2nd place with Uncle B Darren in 3rd. And Homesick Alien and Bunny are having an absolute corker of a race. And Homesick Alien trying to stay on the inside, and Bunny's going around the outside of the Nissan in his McLaren. Can he do it? It'll put Bunny, oh no, he's had to back out of that one as Homesick defends his position just off of the podium. And Bunny stays in fifth for now. Jim, he's 2.2 seconds behind that battle and 1.3 seconds ahead of the Aston Martin of Sharon, with Turtle in the top BMW just ahead of Electric's Ferrari. And Pat in the other Beamer, but he's 7.6 seconds behind them, and Skyjacker's catching him up real quick. So let's get on board with Skyjacker as he stares at the back end of the number 4 car. And the top 3 is still Liam Anfield, Alpha Nut, and Uncle B. Darren. Unks. Oh, Uncle, you plonker. That's anyone who's of a normal age is an old 80s TV show. And I don't even think he called his uncle a plonker, actually. Oh, there's a yellow flag, so someone is having an absolute issue out there. We haven't come across them yet. I was hoping to see. They've got back themselves, and it must have been Electric. Electric's dropped down the field. Oh my word. So Electric down into 11th spot. He's had a real issue. We can have a quick look. There he goes. We don't see the off. It's in the final part of that corner. Like I said, that final part of the corner, braking there is a real art, because you just don't know. You don't know where to brake. Liam Anfield, though, 3.6 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut. Now Uncle B. Darren is coming back at him. We've only got 6.5 minutes left of this 15-minute race, and the Super Softs are looking okay for now. They're not too bad. Everyone's tyre wear well. The Porsche looking after its tyres beautifully at the moment. Alpha Nut and Uncle B. Darren, they're about similar. Homesick Alien, he loves to wear a pair of tyres out, and his tyres do look a lot worse than Bunny's at the moment. Bunny has got all the power in this battle, with Homesick Alien's tyres slowly going away from him. And Uncle B. Darren, he's right there, close to half a second behind Alpha Nut. That's in the tow zone. Homesick Alien, he's really towing Bunny along. Bunny's going for a move, but it's on the outside. Homesick Alien defending the inside line there in his Nissan. And Bunny is getting, quite frankly, frustrated with the back end of that Nissan. You can see sitting on board with the McLaren of Bunny in his Red Bull McLaren. That's ironic, isn't it? Red Bull McLaren. And oh, Homesick grabbing a load of dust there. He's kicking dust up in Bunny's face. The mighty Nissan kicking sand in the McLaren's face, saying, you boys are fresh on the block of cars, and you can stay behind, my son. Jim in that Ferrari, he's looking decidedly shaky ahead of Sharon. Sharon doing an 18.1 last time around, with Jim doing an 18.4. So very close on times. Tyres are very similar, but Sharon, he's wanting to get through and get moving. And he's looking up the inside of the Jimbo, the Jim Bob. Oh, and it looks like Bunny has done the job. Bunny is ahead of Homesick Alien, and someone's at the side of the track. I think that's Rido. Rido's pulled his McLaren over. He is not happy with that McLaren, it seems. But Homesick Alien has dropped behind Bunny now. The tyres just too much for Homesick to get him to the end of this race. He's 2.3 seconds ahead of the Ferrari, and can he maintain it with 4 minutes left to go? It's going to be a battle. Sharon, though, keeping the Ferrari very honest there. Car 69. 69, dude. So car 69 is very close to car 66. Then we've got Turtle in 8th, the top BMW driver. Skyjacker, some 6.7 seconds behind in the second Nissan out there, with Pat in 10th. Electric in 11th in his Ferrari. He's nearly 10 seconds behind the BMW. And Rido, he's pulled up, he's parked up, he's turned the engine off, he's gone out for a tab. I know, I think he's not a smoker. I don't know, he might be, who knows. There's some, oh, it's the yellow flags for Turtle. I mean, not Turtle, for Rido. And Liam pulling away from the pack at the moment. 5 seconds. The Group 4s. If the Group 4s was just the championship, then Liam Anfield would be absolutely giggling. The Toyota of Alpha Nuts. He's only 9 tenths ahead of Uncle B Darren. Uncle B Darren doing an 18.7 last time around. 18.2 from Alpha Nut. He seems to have Uncle B Darren covered for this race. Then we've got Bunny pulling away from Homesick Alien. Oh, and back here we've got Shiren making a move on the Ferrari. Ferrari and Aston Martin in a battle, and there goes Shiren up the inside of the Ferrari, and Shiren is up into 6th place. Can he maintain it though? That's what we ask. As soon as they get into the tow zone, sure, Jim will be on it, I imagine, and they're very close together as they come around to that final corner, and Jim is all over the back of Shiren. He's alongside Shiren and he's going for the move. He's on the outside of this corner though. Shiren maintaining that inside, and the Aston Martin looks like he's got the job done. Oh, Jim's run out of track. He ran out of track. I don't think there was contact there. Oh, poor Jim. And Turtle there going around in 8th. He's going to move ahead of Jim. Poor Jim. Jim's got stuck behind the barriers. He's back on though. He's back on, and Turtle didn't catch him up. But the momentum is going to slingshot Turtle up into 7th place. Poor Jim. It was a brave move, making the move around the outside there. He's got 6 seconds before Skyjacker catches him. So I think Jim's going to maintain that 8th place for now. And then looking at the pointy end of the field, there is Liam Anfield, 7.1 seconds. That Porsche really looking after its tyres, or Liam really looking after that Porsche's tyres. We're down to the last minute of racing here. I'm not sure. He probably will get over the line. And oh, it's looking very close between Alpha Nut, Uncle B Darren, and Bunny. Bunny catching up the Subaru. The Subaru's tyres looking a little older than the McLaren's, and the McLaren is on the move. He's looking to get a podium from this first race for him. I think he wasn't in the round 1. Couldn't make it for work commitments or whatever, real life commitments. And he's looking like he wants to get himself involved in a podium. And he's going for the move now, and Bunny up into 3rd place. And Uncle B Darren didn't look like he had the straight line speed to do anything about that. So the McLaren up into 3rd, looking after its tyres very nicely. 3 seconds adrift of those guys is Homesick Alien, but that front left tyre is absolutely looking wrecked. He's got 5.5 seconds on. Oh, Jim's moved up. Jim coming back at Turtle, trying to regain that spot that he lost going off the track, and he does. So Jim in the Ferrari back ahead of Turtle's BMW, and Turtle also having the same tyre issues as Homesick Alien. Look at that, the Beamer absolutely chewing its tyres up. And Skyjacker also having tyre issues. Pat, not so bad for Pat. And Electric also chewing his tyres up. But Liam Anfield coming around that final corner now, leading this race by 8.2 seconds. We'll have to do a table once where it's just the how far ahead they are. So he'd get like 8.2 points or something. I wonder what that would be like. And there you go, Liam Anfield crosses the line, the winner. Alpha Nut coming back for round 2. And he gets 2nd place. Super stuff with Bunny grabbing 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. The final podium position there, looking after his tyres. Uncle B Darren grabs 4th with Homesick Alien crossing the line 5th. Shiren in 6th. And here comes Jim onto the straight to grab himself 7th. Someone's off. Oh, it's Turtle. Oh, my Lord. Jim gets 7th. Skyjacker looks like, oh, he's going to get himself an 8th. As Pat has an off as well, I think. So there is 8th for Skyjacker, and Pat also having an off. So Turtle moves up into 8th. He lost that, and he got it back. And Pat crawls across the line in 9th. He's damaged a lot on that car. And Electric finishing in 10th. And Rido not quite making the line. So, wow, there you go. He gets a trophy and a wreath. Well done, Liam. He got fastest lap and pole position. So he does the treble. He is awesome. He's so cool. He's so brilliant. going to take you. I'm taking you to the race results as I usually do after that. But Rido's typing, and I'm on the edge of my seat to see Rido. What he's got to say? No, what the hell? So here are the race results. I think Rido's writing an essay. So Liam Anfield takes the win and the fastest lap, and he had pole. So a cracking race from Liam Anfield. Big grins with Alpha Nut in second. A super job in his Supra. Then we have Bunny rounding out your podium. Take a boo, my son. Homesick Alien enjoyed the podium twice in the first round, but just sits off of the podium this time around. Sharen in fifth, also off of the podium. So this is going to mix that table up nicely. Then Jim in sixth. He had a bit of an up and down race, racing with Turtle. But he regained the spot. Oh, he's racing with Sharen, wasn't he, really? And then lost to Turtle. Had a bit of an off, went behind Turtle, got back ahead of Turtle. But it looks like Turtle had a big off in that final corner, giving Skyjacker the opportunity. Skyjacker, lucky chap. He had a big off on lap 1. And he's managed to pull it back to 7th place. Every point will count in this championship, I'm sure of it. With Turtle finishing in 8th, Pat in 9th. Pat was in a great spot. He was absolutely having a cracking race until that very final corner of the very last lap. Then Electric in 10th. And Rido we saw parked up at the side of the track. We still haven't put Uncle B Darren in there. Why not? See, Uncle B Darren was 4th, wasn't he? And Homesick was 5th. For some reason, I think Uncle B Darren leaving the group, leaving the room a little early has messed up the results. Skyjacker will be having a word with him, I'm sure, saying, dude, I like to use the results sheet off of the YouTube channel. So if you leave too quick, you don't look like you've been thingy. So let me revise that for you. Liam Anfield won. Alpha Nut was 2nd. Bunny was 3rd. Uncle B Darren was 4th. Homesick 5th. 6th for Sharen. 7th for Jim. 8th for Skyjacker. 9th for Turtle. 10th for Pat. 11th for Electric. And 12th for Rido. And I thought Uncle B Darren left after the race had finished, but it looks like he left a little too sooner than that and didn't get put in the results page. Technically, he might be a DNF. Who knows? I don't think so. I don't think Skyjacker will do it that way. We'll see. So, the room has been altered. We're going again at 20:45, and the grid is reversed from position 9. Oh, Uncle B Darren said it chucked him out 1 minute after finish. There you go, Uncle B Darren. Sharen's left, and he's back again. And so the host will have to sort out the grid. Well, he would have had to sort out the grid anyway because of the way the results are. So P9 will be Turtle. Turtle will be on pole. And then it'll be reversed after that. So Turtle on pole, Skyjacker 2nd, Jim 3rd, Sharen 4th, Homesick 5th, then Uncle B Darren 6th, Bunny will be 7th, Alpha Nut 8th, Liam Anfield 9th, Pat in 10th, Electric 11th, and Rido in 12th. See, Liam saying Uncle B Darren's lag is awful, but we didn't see it on the stream. He looked quite solid on the stream, so it's very strange, very strange. Looked quite good from this place, but the lag is real, people. The lag is real. So let us go to the track. They'll be in the Group 3 cars now, having a bit of a practice, whilst I just quickly nip out and check the atmosphere. Check to see how the air is doing, how that global warming's coming along. It's either Sharen or Electric, and Sharen looks like he's ghosted, so you'll be watching the Ferrari of Electric nipping around. And Pat in the chat saying, insert expletives here. Do you want to use an F1, an S1, or a C1, Pat? There's loads we could do. An F1 as well. blooming bloody or blimey, or there's all sorts. Fudging hell, flipping hell, fracking hell. If you want to go Battlestar Galactica, was it fracking in Battlestar Galactica? I think they called it. And there you go. That is that final corner for you. Like I said, it's a tricky one. Let's put electric into the pits. Uncle B Darren, I know how you feel, man. I know. I used to have lag issues, and it never felt like there was lag when you sat in the cockpit. It's just the way online racing is. And ironically, the last download was meant to stabilise all that. Anyway, we got 10 minutes before the Group 3 race. And like I said, I'm going to go and check on the global warming situation outside. Pat saying, I think there was a compliment to the build quality of the pit wall somewhere in it. Solid, was it there, Pat? Solid build of the pit wall. Okie dokie. Right, I'll be back. I'll be back. Is Sarah O'Connor here? I will be back. Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, the atmosphere's still there. We're all right. We haven't lost the world yet. So they're in the Group 3 cars. They're saying they are ready. I better say I'm ready. I was a bit slow, wasn't I? I was trying to find my my wonderful, beautiful wife some paracetamol, well, cocodamols, because the headache is beyond paracetamol touch. It's a cake-making fest this week, and man alive, she is stressed. See, she just swore at me now, and I didn't even say anything. Nothing nasty anyway. I called her my beautiful, wonderful wife. So, yes, we're having a cake fest in the kitchen, and it's bedlam. And the final has been started. So here we go for a 40-minute race, and Turtle is going to be your pole sitter. There he is with a rolling start with these Group 3s on a 40-minute endurance race here. Don't forget, they're allowed to use super softs, softs and mediums, and they've got to use at least 2 of those compounds. It helps when I get that button up. So, Turtle starting on the super softs, Skyjacker also starting on the super softs, Jim's going for softs. Sharen's on the softs as well. Homesick Alien starting on the softs. And Uncle B Darren starting on the softs. And Bunny starting on the super softs. And there they are. They're away. Turtle leading the race. The Flying Dutchman in his BMW. Going around the first corner. Skyjacker. He's got further than he did in the first race so far. Sorry, Car 99. There was no need. No need for that whatsoever. With Jim in third. Then Sharen is followed very closely by the Nissan of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien trying to get some early moves on the Aston Martin, but the Aston Martin getting that corner a lot better than the Nissan. And Jim's in trouble. Oh, no. Sharen's off. Sharen is off. Car 69's gone a little wide there. He's got a wide on. And Turtle under a lot of pressure from Skyjacker. Skyjacker trying to make up some ground from that last race. He wants to make some big points up in this race. I imagine he'd like to get that win with Jim in third. Homesick Alien now moving up to fourth with Uncle B Darren in fifth. He's got Bunny right behind him. They're continuing their battle from the first race. Liam Anfield in the Porsche 911. I can't remember who was in the other Porsche, but there was someone in another Porsche, wasn't there? Last round. I don't know who it was. And there is Alphanut having a look up the inside of Liam Anfield. And the Toyota doing an absolute proper job of it. Getting up into seventh ahead of Liam Anfield. Different tyre. Liam Anfield's on the faster tyre as well. So, wow, super stuff from Alphanut there. Pat in ninth with Shiren in 10th. That's where he ended up with his little off. And Electric in 11th. And there is Turtle still maintaining that lead. He's pulled a little bit out. And here comes Homesick Alien on the Ferrari of Jim. Jim under threat now from... It's really annoying me who's in the other Ferrari now. I don't know. I'm not sure. We've got a list of drivers and what their cars are. We've got a list of car drivers. So Liam Anfield was in a Porsche. Oh, Shadow Rider. We haven't got no Shadow Rider this evening. I don't know what happened to Shadow Rider. But Turtle is still leading from Skyjacker. Jim trying to fend off. Oh, and Bunny's got past Uncle B Darren, unbeknownst to us. And he's up alongside Homesick Alien. And Homesick Alien, they're going side by side through the first corner. And Homesick Alien coming out on top of that one with the McLaren just behind him. Uncle B Darren down in a sixth. Oh, Alphanut. Alphanut's had an off somewhere, it seems. No, he hasn't. He's got ahead of Pat, or Liam's had an off. Well, something shuffled around down the back there, but Alphanut, we saw making a move on Liam, and now Pat is ahead of Liam. So maybe it was Liam who had a small off. I'm not sure. Shiren in 10th. It must have been Liam. Liam's dropped down a bit in his Porsche. And there we see Skyjacker going over the hill in the lead. He's got the lead off a Turtle, so we missed that as well. I apologise. So Skyjacker is now leading this race from Turtle. Bunny in third. So Bunny has got... Oh no, Homesick has dropped big time. He's down in 8th place. We can try and have a look. He's in 9th, sorry. So we can try and have a look at what happened to the Alien. He's in 6th there behind Alphanut. So he's already dropped a couple of positions. Pushing the Nissan possibly too hard. And oh no, he just seems to be pulled over to the side there and allowing a lot of people through. So that's an odd one from the Alien. Or maybe Jim, because he was racing with Jim. So yeah, it looks like he has redressed with Jim. So Homesick Alien and Jim are possibly having a bit of a coming together. And that's put Bunny up into second. Turtle's down to third now. Bunny really on the move here. And that is fantastical. We're missing all of it. Come on, Homesick, says Mama Homesick. Oh, I think I read that. I'll be late. Well, Skyjacker is leading from Bunny. Then Turtle in third. Then we got Alphanut up into fourth. He's got past Uncle B Darren already. My word, it's all changing out there. The BMW of Pat is in sixth ahead of Shiren. We saw Shiren having a big off early doors in this race, and he's coming through now with Homesick up to 8th. Ahead of Electric. It looks like, oh, Jim's had an off as well. Poor Jim in that Ferrari. I think the Group 3 Ferrari can be a bit skittish. And Liam Anfield down in 11th there with the Porsche. So these cars just two. Man, look, he can't slow the car down for the corners, can Liam? Oh, my lordy. Poor old Liam. Championship, well, Homesick's the championship leader, but Liam's second, only by a point. And that's not good for him. He just won the sprint race, and he's not having a good time here in the feature. Skyjacker, though, 2-second lead on Bunny, both on super soft tyres. There's Turtle in third, but as the Alphanut in the Supra is catching him up very fast in his Toyota. Did I keep calling that a Honda earlier? I'm not sure. It's a Toyota. I hope I called it a Toyota. I'm questioning everything. Yeah, I'm going around the twist. Have you ever felt like this when strange things happen? I'm a going round the twist. And there you go, Alpha going for the inside line on the Flying Dutchman. The Dutchman's got to try and maintain the track, and he does. Does he? No, he's off. Oh, that line does not work around that corner. We have seen that before. And there goes Turtle, going the long way round the last corner. And he's dropped down into 7th place ahead of Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien's got the momentum, and Turtle's going in. He's changing those super softs. He's burnt them out already on lap 5. And we are only, wow, what, 6 minutes into this race. That's an early stop for Turtle, while Skyjacker leads from Bunny, but Bunny has closed that gap. Bunny getting the fastest lap last time around with a 12.1, Skyjacker managing a 13.1, so Bunny a second faster than the Nissan in his McLaren. That McLaren is dangerous in Bunny's hands. He was the championship, he was a champion in the GTMC4. And he's really going great guns in his McLaren, closing that gap to Skyjacker. Maybe Skyjacker trying to look after his tyres, but the McLaren looking very easy on the tyres at the moment. Up there, Uncle B Darren in 3rd. Sharon moving up to 4th after his early lap, the first lap escapades. And he's moved up to 4th. Pat in 5th. Come on, Pat, you can do this, bro. Car number 4, Lando's number. And he's doing a cracking job in 5th. Homesick Alien coming back up into 6th. Electric 7th. Alpha Nut's had a big one. Alpha Nut we saw looking very dangerous earlier on, and he's ended up down the field a little bit. Don't know what happened to him, but oh my word, it's not great. This is Big Willow for you though. It takes no prisoners. Jim in 10th, and Liam Anfield some 12 seconds behind him. So even with Turtle making that pit stop, he's still ahead of Alpha, Jim and Liam Anfield. 10 seconds behind Electric. He's gone for some racing soft tyres in this race. Let's see how long he can make those bad boys last. We're nearly 8 minutes, we're just over 8 minutes into this race, and Skyjacker is only a 10th ahead of Bunny. Let's get on board with the McLaren to see how he does his action against the Nissan here. And we saw the McLaren was a lot healthier with its tyres than Homesick in the Nissan. He's got a great drive through that final corner. A little bump drafting with Skyjacker. They're already 7 seconds ahead of the Subaru of Uncle B Darren. And we saw Uncle B Darren in the first round. We saw that Subaru was not happy with its tyres. I can't remember what the first round was. Yamagawa, was it? Yamagawa. So there we go, a Bunny helping Skyjacker along. They're working together, but now he's making the move. He's going for the lead. No, he's backed out of it. And Skyjacker, for now, still holds the lead as they go around the balcony. And Uncle B Darren, 7.6 seconds. But look, yeah, the Subaru really tears its tyres apart. Sharon in 4th, only 2 seconds behind, looking after its tyres very nicely. But so is the BMW, and that isn't too far behind Sharon. This is a lovely mixed up little race. There is Homesick Alien in 6th place ahead of the Ferrari of Electric in 7th. And he's gone for racing mediums, and he's still burning the mediums up. Super Turtle in 8th with his pit stop, moving from the super softs to the softs. So he's used his 2 compounds. He's got Alpha Nut catching him up though. Alpha Nut doing a 12.3 his last time around. Turtle doing a 13.1. So the Supra looking very dangerous. And Uncle B Darren has come in to change those tyres. Skyjacker, Skyjacker's front left tyre not happy at all. Bunny still looking fresh on his super softs. Bunny really can look after a set of tyres. He's floating around Big Willow. And Sharon also looking good with his first set of tyres. Pat, he's doing better than the Nissans on theirs. Homesick Alien's even doing better than Skyjacker on his racing. Oh, he's on racing softs. Remember, Skyjacker's on the super softs. Skyjacker out wide, giving Bunny the opportunity as they come up over the canopy. Is it? I don't know. Coming down the straight, but Skyjacker's still maintaining that lead with absolutely no meat whatsoever on that front left tyre. Is he going to pit? Possibly, he'd probably be best to, because I don't think he's got much grip. And he'll be turning the wheel, and it just won't want to turn. And Bunny's giving him a little tap to help him through the corner. And Skyjacker, I think they might be on comms together. I saw him say something to Bunny about jumping in on the comms. Sick of listening to me in the background. My gosh, Shiren had his hazards on there, it seemed. But he's taken them off. But Shiren up into a podium position in that Aston Martin. And Pat's in trouble now. Or yes, he is. He was ahead of Homesick Alien. And Homesick Alien has caught him up. And is starting to give him some bother. So Pat having to keep his wits about him in the BMW, with the Nissan really, really close behind, trying to make a move on him. Electric in 6th in the Ferrari, but Uncle B Darren, after his pit stop, he's put a fresh set of mediums on, and he's got more meat on his tyres, and he's through. He's through up to 6th, and Electric down to 7th. He's on mediums also, but they are absolutely torn apart. Big Willow killing the tyres here. Alpha Nut looking very neat on his first set of tyres so far, down in 8th. Turtle in 9th. And I think he's made a pit stop. Oh, tight corner there for Turtle, just about getting through. Skyjacker and Bunny both making a pit stop at the same time, but their tyres look worlds apart. And there goes Shiren through to take the lead, possibly. I don't know, Skyjacker's still in the pits, as is a Bunny. Homesick's joined them in the pits as well. So Shiren in first. Pat moving up into 2nd place now. Let's hope Pat, I'm sure he went a lap too long in the first round in the feature race. Hopefully he won't make the same mistake. He'll pit when he needs to pit, and it's going to be in the next lap or two. Don't try and one-stop this one, bad boy, because I don't think those racing softs are going to make it. Shiren, though, possibly could be going for a one. Well, his fuel's low. It's lower than Pat's. Skyjacker back out there, 3/4 of a tank on the racing softs. They're cold. His back end's swinging around. Bunny putting in a little bit more fuel than Skyjacker, and he's gone to the racing super softs. Can't remember what he was on before. He was on the softs, wasn't he? Homesick Alien, he's gone to the super softs as well. So maybe Homesick Alien, he hasn't fueled up a lot. So maybe Homesick Alien going for a sprint in the middle there. He's beat Uncle B Darren, who's on the racing mediums. I think he's pressed the hazard lights by accident on his wheel. There's Alpha. Oh, Alpha Nut's had a bit of an off. Alpha Nut's had a bit of an off. My word, that gives a Turtle the opportunity to move up. And there goes Pat. Pat's into the pits. Good move, covering Homesick Alien possibly. And will he know that Homesick Alien has short filled? He does have YouTube on in the background. But there, Homesick has moved up ahead of Pat as he fills up his car. And Homesick Alien up into 4th, with Uncle B Darren moving up into 5th. Turtle, his teammate, is he going to grab the position? No, Pat's back out onto the track there behind Turtle. Interesting. So Pat, he's putting 3/4 of a tank though on to the racing soft tyres, and his teammate's just ahead of him, but his teammate half tank of fuel and his tyres are looking pretty torn up. Liam Anfield making his way through. He's still on his original set of tyres, looking after him not badly really. Possibly he's going to try a one stop. His fuel's okay. Electric in 9th, he's just pitted and put some racing softs on. Jim has put some racing mediums on a couple of laps ago. They're still looking good though. Alpha Nut is in 11th. He's just pitted, put some super softs on. He's going to be trying to get some action going on. Shiren isn't. Oh, he's out of fuel. Did he get to the pit lane in time? That fuel is proper low. 0% in that tank. As Skyjacker retakes the lead and gets the fastest lap in the meantime with an 11.952. Bunny in 2nd place. Some 1.5 seconds behind Skyjacker now. Homesick Alien into a podium position. Mama Homesick saying, come on Homesick. And Skyjacker, Team Monster. Uncle B Darren's had a big off. Uncle B Darren's had a big off. What's his time difference? And Turtle's moved up to 4th place. The Subaru is miles off the track. My words. He must have flew. Yes. He's lost positions to Turtle and Shiren. Shiren recently pit in. So Uncle B Darren in his Subaru, losing big time there. Pat not too far behind on his fresh softs, chasing down Uncle B Darren. Then we've got Liam Anfield, who has not pitted. He might be the highest non-pitter so far. I think everyone else has pitted. No. Yeah, Turtle had an early stop, didn't he? So Turtle's going to have to pit again, because his racing softs are looking pretty mullered. And he's got the Russian sensation with a fresh set of super softs breathing down his exhaust pipe. Uncle B Darren, after having a huge off there. Pat in 7th. He's getting caught up by Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield doing a 14.8 his last time around. Pat, it was an out lap, so it's hard to say. We'll see on this lap. We'll stick with Pat as he comes to cross the line. His first flying lap after his pits. Oh, lovely, lovely way of taking the corner. Just tucking that wheel on the inside of the apex, dragging the beamer round. He crosses the line. It's 17.1, and Liam Anfield doing a 14.3. So Pat in trouble at the moment, but Liam Anfield lower on fuel. Electric. Oh, the two Ferraris together. Beautiful stuff. There's Electric and Jim in 9th and 10th on the soft tyre. 11th with those super softs on. 5.6 seconds behind the Ferrari boys, but Skyjacker at the moment still leading this race. And in our little pit stop podcast, or whatever it's called, he said he wanted to make amends. He's got, oh well, and Bunny making a beautiful move up the inside there. He got the fastest lap on lap 13 with an 11.8 on those super soft tyres though. Skyjacker, his tyres are going to last a bit better, and he's coming back at Bunny. Bunny, oh, I thought Bunny was going to run out of track there. He's still got the dominant line on the inside there. And Skyjacker is just trying to find a bit of space around that McLaren to insert his Nissan. Car 99 versus car 53 out there, and they are having a blinding race. Nothing between them. Let's get on board with the Nissan as he blasts past Bunny back into the lead. They're side by side coming to that final corner, and Bunny on the outside. It's not a great place to be. We've seen a couple try to go around that outside line and it doesn't work. You run out of track. Oh, Bunny though, he manages to tuck it in, pulls it around, but he's still in 2nd place after taking the lead on this lap. But the Skyjacker gets it back as Bunny tries to pull out the toe. And Skyjacker defending the inside line. Homesick Alien all on his own in that 3rd place. 7.8 seconds behind those two, battling it out at the front, and 13 seconds ahead of Shiren. But Homesick is on a dash in this middle stint. He put less fuel in, put the super softs on. Whereas Shiren, he's got 3/4 of a tank and some fresh super softs on. That car must be going longer than Homesick Alien, and he's possibly waiting for the pit stops to get back. Turtle in 5th place in the Beamer, but oh my lord, look at Turtle's front left tyre. That is absolutely unbearable. He must be struggling to keep that car going around them corners with that tyre wear. It's awful. Uncle B Darren on his mediums, catching up the Beamer in his Subaru. And his tyres are looking a lot healthier than Turtle's. Turtle, oh, he's going to have to pit, I imagine. Pat in 7th. He's got the lap times now, though, 13:14. We saw Liam Anfield catching him up, but Liam Anfield's fuel is now flashing, but he's over halfway, so he's trying to make that one stop work. But I'm not sure it's going to. 40 seconds behind the leaders. Oh no, that's not what he wants. Liam Anfield off the track. Electric is 8 seconds behind him. He's seeing the yellow flags, but Liam Anfield back on the track again. But Electric's got the momentum and he moves up ahead of Liam Anfield, and now he's got Alpha Nut to contend with coming his way. Turtle has gone into the pits. Those tyres just too much for him. Uncle B Darren moves up into 5th. Pat moving up into 6th. He's only 1.1 seconds behind Uncle B Darren, and Uncle on the medium tyres, the slower tyre, doing a 16.1. his last time around. Pat doing a 13.6, so Pat coming alive in the BMW. Skyjacker at the moment still maintaining that lead, only by a tenth though from Bunny. These two are having an absolute corker of a race out there. And Bunny really does take a scary line through that final corner, and he's got a good run on Skyjacker up to the first corner. Skyjacker has slipped behind Bunny to grab the toe. Someone's coming out of the pits. That's Liam Anfield, a lap down on the leaders. My word. So Liam Anfield coming out of the pits, and Bunny is just taking the lead of this race, but Skyjacker is sticking with him. But Bunny's really looking after his super softs a lot better than Skyjacker's looking after his soft tyres. Then we've got Homesick Alien only 3 seconds behind him. Homesick Alien, interesting. I believe they're all going to have to pit again, these top three. Sharon, half a tank of fuel. Let's have a look what Liam's put in. Liam's put in a full tank, so yeah, maybe a full tank is what you need to go all the way. And Liam Anfield, he wants to unlap himself. He don't want to be slowed down by this battle from the leaders. Bunny a tenth ahead of Skyjacker, and Liam Anfield really has a quandary on his hands here. He wants to get on with his race, but he's also got the leaders battling it out in front of him, which is going to be costing him time. Maybe he's going to try and unlap himself. Coming down the start straight, Skyjacker back in the lead against Bunny. And no, it looks like Liam Anfield is hanging back. He doesn't want to get involved in that business at all. Homesick Alien in third, but his front left tyre is starting to look quite pained, but his fuel is low, so he'll be pitting soon. Whereas it looks like Sharen's got a few laps on board yet. He's got a good 16 seconds on Uncle B Darren. Uncle B Darren down to a quarter of a tank of fuel. His racing mediums are looking quite torn up. And Pat out there, also same fuel as Uncle B Darren, but his softs are looking a lot better. He crossed the line with an 18.0 though. Not a great lap from Pat there on that last lap, where Uncle B Darren did a 14.9. And Electric's come in. Electric has come in. Yes, his front left tyre looking absolutely awful. Jim in 10th. He's doing okay on those mediums. He's going to carry on around, I believe, for another lap or two. And he moves ahead of his teammates. Meanwhile, Skyjacker is a second ahead of Bunny. Bunny's dropped back a little bit on this lap. Homesick Alien, he's put a lap on Liam Anfield. His fuel is flashing. And Liam Anfield, I imagine, is, because he's on a one-stop, he's giving it some tyre management, fuel management out there. Sharon in fourth. He's looking to go a bit longer than Homesick, but he's 10 seconds behind Homesick. And who was recently pitted, so we can have a look. Alpha 49 on a pit stop. So it's over 30 seconds, isn't it? It's a good 30-odd second pit stop. Uncle B Darren is into the pits to top up and change those tyres. Skyjacker still leading this race, but his front tyre is looking absolutely torn up. And Bunny in a great position there. Homesick Alien, his fuel is flashing. And Liam, I think, just using Homesick as a tow buddy to do some fuel saving and look after his tyres behind the Nissan, as the Nissan will disappear into the pits, I'm pretty sure, at the end of this lap, as they make their way around. And Electric has pitted just in front of Liam Anfield, so he's 8 seconds adrift of Electric, who I imagine has pitted for the rest of this race. He's put the mediums on, he's topped up, so Electric's going all the way. Jim is going to have to pit pretty soon. Then you've got Uncle B Darren, who has just pitted. He's gone for another set of mediums and a full tank of fuel. Turtle, he's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's chasing Alpha down. Alpha's going to have to pit pretty soon as well. So if it is 30-odd seconds for a pit stop, I think we're going to see Turtle, Uncle B Darren, possibly Jim, maybe even Electric, all moving ahead of him. Skyjackers staying out there for a bit longer with those torn tyres. with Bunny chasing him down there. Both their fuel... oh no, Bunny's fuel tank is flashing. Skyjacker's is not. Shiren, and he's still got a couple of good laps left in that Aston Martin. Homesick Alien, he's been in. He's put another set of super softs on. He's topped up till the end of the race, which is just under 14 minutes left of racing here for GTMC5 round 2. And what a corker of a race we've had. There goes Bunny. Bunny's pitted and Skyjacker hasn't, so Bunny might get the undercut here. Bunny will be going around on a fresher set of tyres for a lap longer than Skyjacker, but Skyjacker will have a fresher set of tyres at the end of the race. By 1 lap, possibly, because I think Skyjacker's going to have to pit at the end of this race. Shiren's moved up a position there, but that fuel's not enough to see him all the way till the end, so Shiren will have to pit. Homesick Alien's gone through. Homesick Alien's gone through. That might be for position. Homesick Alien might have got the undercut, and Bunny's gone for a medium set of tyres. Interesting stuff. So Homesick Alien, can he maintain that? 3 seconds ahead of Bunny, but he will use those super softs up a lot more than Bunny will use up those thingies, those mediums. Pat, he's on the low fuel now. Pat is. He's up into 5th, ahead of his teammate Turtle, who's got half a tank of fuel and quite fresh tyres. Uncle B Darren, we saw recently pit in, and we said Alpha Nut is going to drop behind a few people. Jim's come in as well. He needed to. Electric's off. Oh, Electric's off that final corner. Really, really takes no prisoners. And Electric is being pained at the moment in the Ferrari. Liam Anfield then up into a 9th position. He's moved ahead of Jim, but Alpha Nut's got out ahead of him. Only 1.3 seconds. Alpha Nut's on the softs. So is Liam Anfield. Race on between Alpha Nut and Liam Anfield out there. The Porsche versus the Toyota. Skyjacker has pitted. That puts Shiren up into the lead, but his fuel tank has started flashing. Homesick Alien just does it. Just makes the move on Skyjacker. Skyjacker, though, on the super softs. So is Homesick Alien. Skyjacker's gone for 3/4 of a tank of fuel, though, where Homesick Alien's only got half a tank of fuel. Is that enough fuel for Homesick to make the final, the finishing line? Pat's into the pits. They're all starting to pit now. Pat's in the pits, puts Turtle up into 5th place. And maybe that's enough for Turtle to get to the end of the race. If it's enough for Homesick to get to the end of the race, I'm not sure. Shiren will pit at the end of this lap, which will put Homesick Alien. That'll be a real surprise there. We didn't see that coming. Homesick Alien getting the undercut with that short stint in the middle. And he's got his teammate Skyjacker very close behind. Skyjacker, as we were discussing in our pitcast, said he doesn't want to interfere with Homesick's race. He wants to win, but not at the cost of his teammates. So there goes Shiren into the pits in the Aston Martin, and Homesick Alien takes over the lead of this race, only a second ahead of Skyjacker, who has led for a majority of this race. He's been racing Bunny. Bunny maybe putting too much fuel in there and putting the mediums on, but the mediums, it might be a clever move for him in the end. And will Turtle get ahead of Shiren? Shiren's back out onto the track ahead of Turtle. Turtle, it can't be 38 seconds, surely not. Waiting for it to readjust itself. Maybe 42 seconds now, it's saying. No, 15 seconds. So Turtle might be going till the end there. Uncle B Darren only 3.7 seconds behind, but his tyres are going to be a lot better by the end of this race than Turtle's, because Turtle's are already halfway done. Homesick Alien only half a second now. It's gone from a second to half a second to Skyjacker, the 2 Nissans out there leading. Team Monster doing an absolute corking job. And I don't know, it was Homesick thinking of the championship. He is the championship leader. Possibly doesn't want to get into too much action. Skyjacker at the moment, not too much of a threat in the championship. So Homesick might just not fight him. He might just say, go if you want. I'm looking after my tyres and my fuel. And I'm worried about Bunny. Well, Liam Anfield. And Liam Anfield is down in 9th place at the moment. Oh, and there's Pat having a bit of an off. Oh no, Pat losing a position to Alpha Nut. Pat in the Beamer. It's lost a position to the Alpha Nuts, who's now up into 7th spot there, chasing down Uncle B Darren, but he's 13 seconds adrift of Uncle, whereas Homesick Alien only 2/10 ahead of Skyjacker. These two might work together though. Oh, that's a lovely shot. I pressed the wrong button in all fairness, but that was a good shot. There you go. We want to be on Skyjacker's car, chasing down the championship leader and race leader of the moment. I mean, I imagine Liam Anfield at this point is the championship leader. And you see, oh, Skyjacker just hanging it out there around that final corner. They've got 6.5 seconds on Bunny, the pair of the Nissans out there on the McLaren. But he's on those medium tyres. We've got 8.5 minutes left of racing. And in the chat, we've got Racer Brown saying, hello all, how's it been? Still at work at the moment. My word, you work too much, Racer Brown. And Mama Homesick saying, fingers crossed for a Homesick and Skyjacker 1-2. That would be beautiful for Nissan on American soil. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. I don't know who that could be. We haven't come across anyone. We'll look through the field to see who that possibly could have been. Pat, possibly. I don't know who's ahead of those guys. Alpha and Pat are in their positions. Let's have a look. Oh, Liam Anfield maybe having a bit of an off. He's the one that's just in front of this combo, this Nissan train coming through. Choo-choo. Indeed, Homesick Alien 2/10 ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker on the fresher tyres. Homesick kicking up a little bit of dust there. And it's close stuff between the two Nissans as they cross the line. Unbelievable stuff. There they go, the monster Nissans going through the first corner. Skyjacker, he possibly might just sit behind the Alien and save his tyres, save his fuel as he heads through, as they make their way around. Bunny now 7 seconds behind these guys. So we'll cut away. I don't think these two are going to race to each other too hard. And we'll have a look elsewhere. Bunny is 7 seconds behind those guys and nearly 12 seconds ahead of Sharon. Sharon's nearly 24 seconds ahead of Uncle B Darren, who's got Turtle catching him up. Turtle though, oh, those tyres. I mean, I said he was going till the end, but not on those tyres. I think Uncle B Darren's caught Turtle up and got past him, hasn't he? With Uncle B Darren doing a 15.9 his last time around and Turtle doing an 18.1. Turtle, he's got 7 seconds on Alpha Nut, so possibly it might be worth Turtle just going in and getting some tyres. And possibly trying to not lose too much in this race, with Alpha Nut in 7th ahead of Pat in 8th place. Liam Anfield in 9th. It's not been his race here in the Group 3 feature race. He won the sprint. Did I stutter? Jim in 10th with Electric in 11th. The two Ferraris are not working too well around here. And Skyjacker's got the lead. I apologise. Skyjacker has got the lead. I'll have a look. I don't think we'll see it though. There we go. Around the outside of the second corner, it seems. And maybe Homesick let that one go. His front left tyre is pretty gnarly, whereas Skyjacker's tyres fresh as daisies. So Skyjacker goes through to retake the lead of this race. Homesick probably boxing clever. Probably thinks it's not worth the fight. He was leading the championship. You get double points for the feature. And Liam Anfield winning the sprint. And Homesick, was he even on the podium? I'm not sure. I don't think he was. I think he was 5th. So Homesick Alien, he's probably thinking of the points. Bunny, 7 seconds still away from the Nissans on his medium tyres, but their medium tyres might come back into play. It does look like Homesick's front left tyre is really starting to get torn up there. And Liam Anfield, where is he? In 9th, sorry. Liam Anfield did a 12.2 last time around. He's going to want to unlap himself. He's chasing down Pat. Excuse me. Pat in 8th, doing a 17.2 last time around. Turtle has gone in. He has come in. Oh, his fuel wasn't enough. So is Homesick's fuel enough? So Homesick and Turtle were on similar, but now Homesick's right up. Skyjacker's Jaxie. Oh, he's hanging it out there, and Liam really does want to unlap himself from the Nissan. That's an awkward position to be in. He's probably faster than the Nissan at the moment. He's in no man's land, really. He doesn't know what to do. He's not sure if he can unlap himself. If you're faster, you can unlap yourself, and he will be wanting to make up ground there. Will Liam Anfield. He's got Turtle only 5 seconds up the road. Turtle's just been in. Oh no, Turtle's had a big off. Turtle's had a big off on his outlap. And Liam Anfield, will he be aware of this? And Liam Anfield moves up into 8th place. Another point or so for Liam Anfield and Turtle. Oh my word. It's not going well for Turtle at the moment. Car 63. He's got 17 seconds before the Ferraris catch him up. But that is not what he wanted. So Skyjacker, 3/10 in the lead of this race from the other Nissan. It's a Nissan whitewash, but Homesick Alien's front left tyre is looking worse every lap we go around. And we've got 2.5 minutes left of racing. And that equals nearly 2 laps. 2 more laps. Can Homesick Alien keep that tyre alive for 2 more laps? Bunny in 3rd. He's not catching. He has. He's cut down about a second on the Nissans. He did a 13.1. His last, well, he's just done a 14.0. Homesick Alien doing a 14.2. So he's not catching them up enough in this race at the moment. Sharon, the Russian sensation, in 4th. Tyres looking okay, but he's 10 seconds adrift of Bunny. 31 seconds ahead of Uncle B Darren, who's nearly 9 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat's having a cracker in 6th place. 5 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut. Alpha Nut we saw going past Pat, but it looks like Pat's overtaken Alpha at some point and got himself back up into 6th place. Alpha Nut in 7th in that Toyota Supra, and Liam Anfield sitting just behind Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien really is dropping away from Skyjacker now, and I imagine he really does want to unlap himself because Turtle's on a fresh set of tyres chasing down the Porsche. Oh my lords, Turtle's got him. Turtle got past Liam Anfield. What a move there. And oh, Alpha Nut slowed right down for some reason, and Jim's off the road. Oh my word, is maybe Alpha and Jim have had a coming together? I'm not sure. No, I don't think Alpha's slowed right down. He's got some damage. Or maybe he's looking for a good place to redress. I'm not sure. No, they're too far apart, aren't they? Definitely too far apart. So I don't know what happened to Alpha. Having a small off there. And Liam's up to 7th now. And oh my God, what's this? Turtle's had an off. Turtle's had an off again. So Alpha Nut's moved up into 8th. So 7th for Liam Anfield. And he's got himself ahead of the Nissans. The Nissans are backing off, I imagine, as we've got 30 seconds left of racing. And Skyjacker and Homesick less than a second between them. Homesick Alien's fuel is flashing. Will it last till the finish line? 20 seconds. This is going to definitely be their final lap. Bunny, it's down to 1.8 seconds between them and the Nissans. From 6 seconds down to 1 second. But this, surely the time is going to run out before they reach the finish line. Is it though? Is it though? 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds. Yes, so this is the final lap, and Skyjacker is coming home to take his first win in the 5th season of the GTMC, and it's a Nissan 1-2, cracking stuff, and Bunny grabs 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. Sharon coming home in, oh, don't go in the pits. He loves to go over near that pit lane. He's finishing in 4th with Uncle B Darren. And it looks like Liam's already finished in 7th, ahead of Alpha Nut in 8th. Oh, he's quite a way, so we can have a look at the other finishers. Oh, Jim's not enjoying that Ferrari out around Big Willow. So Liam gets 7th with Alpha Nut in 8th. Turtle finishing in 9th. And the 2 Ferraris at the back of the field, still to finish yet. Uncle B Darren's just coming around the final corner in his Subaru to grab another 5th place. Mr. Consistent there, getting those 5ths and 6s in the race. It's good stuff for Uncle B Darren. Pat in 6th place. His fuel's low, but Liam's already finished, so it doesn't matter. So Pat in a cracking 6th place for him. And then we're just waiting for the Ferraris. Electrics cross the line. And Jim is playing in the sand in his Ferrari. He's not going to be having good words about his Ferrari come the end of this race. And Skyjack saying, what a race. Skyjack saying, fantastic battle, Bunny. And Mama Homesick saying, what a team. Very well done, Homesick and Skyjacker. Yes, Team Monster. Team Monster Nissan doing the job in the feature race at Big Willow. And here comes Jim to cross the line in his Ferrari, and I imagine he is not happy with his Ferrari there. So Skyjacker takes his first win of the season here in GTMC5, ahead of Homesick Alien, who probably maintains that championship lead. Pat saying, and here's me thinking I wouldn't like this one. Yes. Oh, and Skyjack saying, thanks, Mama Homesick. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic stuff there out there from everyone who took part, and to all of you that watched. Skyjacker taking his first win of the season at round 2, race 4, I guess. And a cracking job he done. Led for most of the race. Under pressure though from Bunny, and then Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien doing a great strategy there, jumping both Skyjacker and Bunny. But I think he had to back off near the end to look after his tyres and his fuel, and tucked himself in just behind Skyjacker to bring it on home. Bunny went, excuse me, Bunny went to the medium tyres, but he did close up on those Nissans right near the end. 1 or 2 more laps, and I think Bunny would have been in with a shout there, but he grabbed himself a podium. He gets to spray a bit of champagne all over the Nissan boys. So good stuff from Bunny. Sharon in the Aston Martin, cracking job for 4th place. Uncle B Darren, Mr. Consistent, in 5th with his Subaru. It does like to use the fuel and the tyres, so Uncle B Darren with his hands full in the feature race with that thirsty Subaru. Pat having an absolute corker in the BMW, finishing in 6th. Great stuff, great points for BMW and for Pat. Liam Anfield, it just didn't come together for him here at Big Willow. We saw him off the road a few times, but clawing it back to 7th place. Alpha Nut in 8th. Looked like the Supra, the Group 3 Supra, was a handful for Alpha Nut. Turtle in 9th. It looked like he was on a good crack at one point, but he did have to go in for fuel and a little top up of fuel and new tyres, and that dropped him behind a few people to finish in 9th. Electric and Jim bringing the Ferraris home in 10th and 11th. Bunny gets the fastest lap of the race though, with an 11.839 in his McLaren. So Bunny is a one to watch there. Whoo-wee, that was hectic, man. Sharon in the chat saying a great race, Nissan. Yeah, Team Nissan really, really did a great job. And next round for next Thursday is going to be Interlagos, one of my favourite tracks. So that'll be interesting. What's going to like the nice windy tracks, do we think? I think Bunny might be in for a good shout there in that McLaren. It's not got the top end, has it? But it's a nice tight twisty circuit, so the McLaren might be in, and Uncle B Darren, he might be able to get something going with his Subaru, and maybe the 911. Who knows? So yes, join us next Thursday for round 3 of the GTMC. It's looking tasty. And for the rest of this week, we've got, join us tomorrow evening. And in the chat, Bunny saying thanks, Thingy. And Bunny saying that was a smasher. It was cracking, man. You and that McLaren really do get on. It's great stuff. I fancy you for a win at Interlagos next week. I really do. I think it'll suit the car. I think with in your hands, you might get something on there. Sorry, my sniffles. It seems to be at the end of the race. I get these sniffles. I think I get upset that the race is over. The stream's going to end. I never want the stream to end. I want to talk to you guys forever. So yeah, there we go. And that was round 2 for the GTMC season 5. And like I said, join us tomorrow evening. It's Friday night, party night. I'll have to get more wine in. I might even crack out the tequila. Because we're at, sake. Maybe I should buy a bottle of sake. Sake. For Autopolis in the Super Formulas. The SF19s racing around Autopolis tomorrow night for 60 minutes. We've got a little McGann race before that. And then moving on to the Super Formulas. So join us tomorrow for our stream then. And then we've got Interlagos on Sunday night as well. I love it how it all comes together. We've got Interlagos on Sunday night. And I don't know what and then for the Red Bull Juniors, round 9. That's coming to a head, and it's a 3-way battle, maybe 4-way battle for that championship. Tuesday, we've got the Super GTs. Super GT. On Tuesday evening, join us there, and they are racing Spa. So, Spa in those Group 2 cars. That's going to be a cracking little race. So, Tuesday night. So Friday night, we've got the Super Formulas at Autopolis. Then, Sunday evening, we've got the Red Bull Juniors racing at Interlagos, Brazil. Then, on Tuesday, we have the Super GTs racing at Spa, and then we'll be back here Thursday night to see these beautiful GTMC cars racing at Interlagos. So, cracking stuff. Thank you for watching, all you guys out there. Mama Homesick saying thanks, Thingy. Hope your cold, runny nose soon gets better. Yeah. Me too. Sorry. You don't want to listen to that. I was your commentator and your broadcaster, Mark Itstall. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Join us tomorrow for the Super Formulas. So I was Mark Itstall, and this was the Virtual Racers Club. Peace and love. Peace and love.